That's, yeah. Ah! Gee whiz. Well, let's just see if we can get these off of here. Again, I had to put these back on just to get this car out of here the other day. And so I went ahead and done it the redneck way, since I had to. What in the world? How could? Oh, it didn't come off. That was great. Just good. All right. Now, what I was talking about with the redneck way is you just stick them suckers back on there with no brake drum. Of course, your brakes don't work, but anyhow, let's see if we can figure out how to get this off of here. I mean, great. That's yeah. Ah! Gee whiz. Didn't know that Spiky McSpikerson was gonna be under my hand. This is a great start to the day. Amazing. The deal's down here, so what we're gonna have to do is pull this off and take her over there and waller her out a little bit with the brake hone. You gotta get these out first right here. Oh, I'm really gonna get back up. Let's see what this is. And this thing and this thing, and I probably might need this thing. You know, maybe I just need to get me a 10mm. Oh, right there. Is that one? Yeah. Let's see. Now, where is the bleeder screw? Oh, I bet it's under here. Yep, there she is, right there. Yeah. Now, sucker off of it. Oh, she's got a little bit of what looked like water draining out of it. That's just fine. I need my bleeder. There she is. We're gonna just go ahead and get this. Get on there. Now this is the rear. Yeah, looks like she's about bone dry. Oh, nothing left in that. I don't really want to lug this thing around, so I'm gonna change on it a little bit. Is that red light on?
I don't know. If I look at you, then I might likely to get myself burnt.
Oh.
I don't fart around with it. It's too much heat for stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. Looks like there's no Bondo there.
No Bondo? There's Bondo.
Right there? That ain't Bondo. You're down the middle there.
Honey, you're gonna get burnt if you're not careful.
Look at how easy that comes off of there.
Just follow it. You better be careful, you burn your car. I caught the car on fire at least twice. You don't want to do that. That's why I make the kids wear gloves when we do it. But see, looks pretty good.
Oh yeah.
There's rust. I don't like that.
Yeah. Everywhere there's a bubble, look at them bubbles. There'll be rust all under that.
No, because there was all kinds of bubbles over here too, and it's not all underneath
Maybe
it.
it's all rusty though, in the cracks.
Yeah, we'll get that stuff so that we can get it on there, and so maybe it'll restore it.
It'll be all right without it. Huh? Yeah, you go on that side, I'm going on this side. Mabel! So I finally got all those brakes done, but for some reason, I either lost the footage or it's just gone. I don't know. I can't find it. So I honed out all those brake cylinders, the back ones, the front ones, rebuilt, all 4 of them with rebuild kits. The total cost was about 20 or 25 bucks because each kit costs like $5 or $6 a piece. Way cheaper than buying all new stuff, and some of it you couldn't find. So I got all that fixed. The brakes work. They work excellent now. Like right there, you got foot pedal. I mean, it's already working. So all 4 of them work. So now we got stoppage. After I did that, I put those new rims on the car that I showed in the last video. And I think now we're almost caught up to now. As I said before in the last video, I was sick for like a month and didn't get to do anything with this car. I think now we finally can get some new content on here. That's not just backlogged stuff that I recorded and then got sick. Again, I apologize for losing the footage on that. It's aggravating, but it is what it is. Anyhow, I'll show you a little bit about this four-wheeler I was racing on. And my stepson, he's getting pretty good at driving that little dirt bike. It's a 50. I need to get him a little bit bigger one now. He's kind of outgrown it, but he still rides it. He still thinks it's fun. So I'll show you a little bit about this four-wheeler and what I had to do to it to get it running, and what's happened to it since that little race we had there. So I got this four-wheeler give to the kids by their grandpa. It had been sitting for probably 5 years or something, 4 or 5 years. And what had happened to it was the wiring harness melted on it. Completely melted the wiring harness, ruined the CDI box. So it completely melted the CDI box, completely melted the wiring harness all throughout the whole thing. So it has no headlights. They like took off or something, I don't know. But anyway, so I got it. It didn't run. The back brakes was completely locked. You couldn't make it move, and none of the brakes worked. It wouldn't do anything. It was so I went about making a wiring harness for this thing. So what I did was I found which wires go here. So I had to look on here to see which wires went where. So I took the wire off the pickup coil. Now this thing has a pickup coil inside of it, and every time it goes around one turn, it sends a signal up here to tell the CDI box when to fire the ignition coil. So I hooked the wire from that. I went and got a go-kart. I went and got a go-kart CDI box. Like, it's a DC CDI box. It's meant for a go-kart. It was like 20 bucks for the CDI box. Now the Yamaha CDI box for this was a big old huge computer thing, ridiculous thing, and it was like 200 bucks. The wiring harness for this was 300 bucks. I'm like, dang, that fool ain't even worth that much. So what I did was I put that go-kart CDI box on there. I got me a $12 wiring harness from Harbor Freight to wire up a trailer lights, and I used those wires, you know, just cut them up however I needed them, and I used those and put them on there. I wired that go-kart CDI box up in there. Got me a new battery. I think I gave like 60 bucks for the battery. After I got all that working, it worked, and it cranked up, but the timing was a little bit too fast on it. So when your timing is too fast on one of these, you can get you a capacitor. I don't know if I've got it on here right. Yeah. So you see this little capacitor? I haven't got this fixed up yet. I'm still working on it, but it works. This little capacitor right here will retard your timing just a little bit, just enough to keep it from being too fast. And anyway, that fixed it. But I'm gonna do a video just on this four-wheeler, but since this video was kind of short, I thought I'd just add this in there a little bit. So anyway, thanks for watching Mountain Man Garage. Got a lot of projects coming up, some new introductions to the shop. We got some new equipment for the shop. Got a new project, a couple of four-wheelers, so stay tuned.